Hi, I'm Richie DeMarco for ConstructingYourBrand.com, and I'm here with Denise Butchko.
Hey,
And
Richie.
hey, Denise. And this is Ignore Houzz Lose Money Part 2. If you missed our first video on it, you can click it in the link below. In that first video, we discussed the importance of millennials, how 50% of homeowners have 50% of house homeowners have done renovations last year, and the importance of aging in place and universal design. Today, we're going to jump into some more topics from the survey that we thought would affect your presence online and how you can potentially get leads.
Yeah. So, one of the important things that I think stands out is that 84% of the people who are doing the renovations are hiring a professional. Like 84%. Again, a lot. That's a big number. And the bulk of those are general contractors, kitchen and bath people. And then it goes into where they've hired a specialty contractor, for example, closet person, directly, and that's a lot of work that's available if you're really marketing on Houzz in an active way.
Yeah, that's a huge pie, a huge opportunity for you to just grab a small piece. For you to pull a couple of customers a month out of off of that profile. Um, like I said, it's a big pie. It's a big pie you're drawing out of. And one of the other big things out of that survey was that the majority of baby boomers, or the older generations, were more likely than the younger ones to hire a pro and depend on that contractor and their advice.
Yeah, like 48% of those. So that, I think it's because as we get older, we get wiser, we have more sense, SENSE, and more sense, CENTS, like as in financial resources. Divorce is expensive. You go through that experience of a renovation. Hey, I'm going to do it myself when you're 25 or 30. And then you get into one of those tiffs with your spouse. And, well, you know what happens.
I did my kitchen once, and I swear I'll never do it again. Never.
Never. And the hiring a pro, I know from my own experiences and talking with people who do have plenty of financial resources. One of the things about doing a renovation, doing interior design kind of things, is that it's a commitment. And so you knock down that wall, and it's expensive if you change your mind and you put it back up. And so people are kind of afraid of that.
Yeah, and that ties into the whole reason why, according to Houzz, people are planning these projects for people to plan for 6 months to a year is not uncommon. It's not only, a financial commitment, but like I said, the time, the energy. Right now, my wife and I are talking about doing something in the backyard, and honestly, I just don't be bothered. Looking at stone and what color and the layout. I don't really care. I don't really care, and I don't want to waste my weekends, shopping for stuff like that. I'd rather be doing other things. So I understand why it takes people so long, and why they're looking at your profile for 6 months to a year before they actually contact you and make a decision.
So what that means in the real life world of marketing is that you need to, we've said this before, but we'll say it again for your benefit. Create your profile, make sure it's complete, do the idea books, create the project books, follow discussions, pay attention to what's going on so that as things evolve and people are watching you, that you can be the one that they contact when they're looking for that project.
That's right. And just, that simple question that, a lady asks a question, or Mrs. Jones is asking you a question now, and that really could turn into a job. And, the way you respond could be the difference between you getting the job or the lead versus your competitor.
Yep. And a key point that the Houzz people revealed is the concept of reviews. And we all know reviews. We've known them since we had to get letters of recommendation to get into college. But what is that stat, Richie? Like 83%?
83%. And not surprisingly enough, millennials find more value in reviews than, depend higher on reviews than the baby boomers. And I would just assume that's the case because millennials are used to, Even I know when I'm booking a vacation, you're going to a hotel, you go look at the TripAdvisor, you're looking at the reviews. Everything we do, you're going to buy something new, whether it's a TV or a refrigerator, you're looking at the reviews. That's second nature.
Yeah.
And hiring a contract is the same thing. Sorry,
Yeah.
Denise.
That's okay. One of the things that I picked up as a tip, something that I think everybody needs to put in their brain, even if you don't take action on it this minute, is that testimonials are, as is everything, going the way of video. So take out your phone on that last visit from a project where the client is happy and get that video testimonial. Start practicing with it, because you'll be able to use it on multiple formats on all of your channels, and people like watching that. It's quicker, it gives more credibility, people can relate to it. It does not have to be formal or staged or perfectly lit. We get that you're shooting it with your phone, but it's a key indicator for how testimonials will evolve, how they'll be consumed not in the future, now.
Yeah, it's just like the professional videos Denise and I are shooting right now. Um, no, really, I know it seems a little overwhelming, but the younger generation, it's all about video right now. And as much as we do love Houzz, you never know where Houzz is going to be in a few years. So you do want to try and grab as many testimonials as you can and make them your own by putting them on your website, putting them on other platforms. This way, you never know. Houzz could change the rules tomorrow, and there you go. So those testimonials are really important. You're going to do your final walkthrough, your final punch list. The customer's really happy. Take your phone out. Just record 30 seconds of why they like the project, why they're happy, the problem they had, how you fixed it. It can go a long way.
Yeah, that's a great suggestion. Another point that Houzz listed in their research was that similar experiences and scope of project is really important. And the way that this translates into action for you is, I'll use myself as an example. I really enjoy the contemporary style of things. I get more excited about a project that is very contemporary. I do a lot of that kind of work. And so to be able to do more and more of it, I need to embrace that perspective and show that kind of work, talk about that kind of work, and be familiar with it, because then people who are looking for that will identify with me. So the days of being everything to everybody, they're gone.
Well, and the projects that you're creating, Denise, as far as following scope, creating those projects and giving a specific, giving a good background on a project, again, overcoming those problems or what you fixed, how you did it. That's what people want to see, that you have experience doing it and you're the expert in that niche.
Yeah, I think it's really important. And that ties into communication skills and organization skills, which is the third highest ranking criteria of importance for people who responded to the Houzz survey. Being organized, being able to communicate key points. If you're some
knuckle dragger. No, I'm sorry. I was so inappropriate.
I was searching for a good term. Some, antiquated contractor who, really ignores your phone calls, doesn't check email, doesn't have an active website, is not really organized about things, and demonstrating that to your potential clients, demonstrating that in your online presence and in your platforms about how you present a project, how you organize things, that eases people's minds. They're investing a lot of money. And we said earlier, they're spending 6 months or more planning this process. You need to give them as much confidence as possible that you are their go-to source.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, when I was reading it, the communication thing really did surprise me. But as we spoke through it, I could totally see that, because even just things like calling somebody and their cell phone and their voicemail is full, little things like that, people pick up on it, and again, that could cost you a customer.
Absolutely. And the communication, that is something that this is another message from your sponsor, but we teach people that. That's a huge component of the courses that we offer and the consulting that we do is the tactics and the strategy and the way that you communicate and the way that you're organized. And we have, just for you, an awesome new class specifically about Houzz, which is part of the reason we're talking about Houzz today, that will get you through to a point of action, of understanding, and in a very simple way.
Yeah, the video, you can refer back to it. We give you specific examples of what you can do to your profile as soon as you're done watching it, so that you can immediately see results. It's not really theory; it's very specific action items that you can take to make your profile better and have a shot of moving up organically in the search, which is what you want.
Yeah. So check it out today. Sign up. We'd love to have you. It's a great deal. And you will really feel, I mean, you can pause it. You can listen to it at your own schedule. You can re-watch, re-listen, go step by step and really either double check what you've been doing or implement some new stuff to make some traction on this really huge, really targeted platform, not program. Wow.
Yep. And it's a quick 1 hour class, so it won't take up much time. And like I said, you'll be an expert by the time you're done. So thank you so much for watching. The link will be in the video below in the show notes. And please head over to constructingyourbrand.com. Keep those questions coming. Denise and I are having so much fun doing this. We're hoping that you're having as much fun watching it as we're having doing it. And we'll see you soon. Till next week.
Richie.
Thanks. Bye.